want to send me a text. The jury in the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial has reached a verdict.
Oh.
They will announce it at 3 p.m. Eastern this afternoon from the courthouse in Fairfax, Virginia. Johnny Depp's in the UK. You might have seen some video of him hopping up and playing some rock and roll with Jeff Beck. He doesn't have a care in the world, this guy. He goes, whatever happens, I'll be good.
Yeah, everybody's got to have a good weekend, you know?
Everything
Are we placing bets?
is going to be...
Let's do it.
Mary, do you,
I can't.
you want to join?
Not allowed.
Come on, it's fun.
I'm confused by the whole thing. This is her countersuit, or this is
This
his...
is Johnny Depp's countersuit.
This is Johnny Depp's countersuit.
And his
so
defamation-
she sued him for He's suing her for defamation of
Correct.
character.
And I'm going to go out on a limb here and say he will lose this case. It's not defamation.
I'm going to go with the judge will say they're both hot but crazy.
Yeah, no, it's not defamation.
So that'll be the second case that he loses.
If he loses.
Well, like I said, I think he went into this knowing he was going to lose. He did this for
Why would you spend the money thinking you're going to
because
lose?
he's got it.
publicity.
Yeah, but
And
he has a hell of a lot less than he had before.
So
But
what?
I do
It's
think it
Johnny
changed
Depp
it.
money.
I
Come
think
on.
It's what?
The guy's been famous since 1980. What? When
Yeah,
did
but he spent a
Crybaby?
lot.
But you
of
can,
money.
but you can still. I mean, we've all read the stories of how poorly this guy was a steward of his own money.
Yeah.
Like, I know when celebrities say I'm broke, they mean they're down to their last couple $1 million. But if that's you and your lifestyle, that's broke.
And also-
so it's nothing that's going to garner any sympathy from us. But if you're talking about $50 million, $100 million in these lawsuits, first of all, he's never going to get that money from her.
Of course.
If he wins. So, you know.
And you act like celebrities don't have connections and or friends. There's plenty.
I do.
But I'm saying
It's your biggest flaw.
That's what you say all the time. You say, no celebrity
Have
has
friends,
any friends
connections,
or connections.
money.
the only thing he would really have to pay for that would come out of his pocket is the lawyer. And a lawyer
Yeah,
could either
that's
do
a
it.
lot of money.
But he is Johnny Depp, and there are some lawyers that are like, this is going to go viral. This is going to be a lot of publicity. I'm Johnny
I like
Depp's
how
lawyer.
you think lawyers get paid in viral videos.
They don't.
But they get promotion. There's
but
plenty
they
of
still
people
don't
that
get
get
You still
paid.
have to get paid.
I'm not,
Yeah.
but I'm not saying that.
Who
that's,
has more promotion than Tim Misney? This guy's got billboards. He ain't working pro bono. He's not like, hey, did you see my billboard? Come on in here.
That's actually
pay-
my real passion. I do the lawyering so I can put up the billboards.
That's payment enough for this guy.
someone might, put up the bill for Johnny. He has.
So your point is what?
My point is he doesn't. He did this trial on purpose, just to draw attention to his
agree.
name.
Really?
I agree that he did it on purpose.
With no...
It was not an accident.
It's not an accidental trial.
He didn't sleepwalk into a courtroom.
I think it did improve his status. Even though they said a lot of bad things about him, none of that stuff went viral like the Amber Heard stuff did.
And that was the point.
Yeah, I know. And that's why I agree with you that this wasn't necessarily for him to win, but for him to get back in Hollywood's good graces so he can make movies again.
First of all, I reject the premise that he was ever out of Hollywood's graces. If you can make money for a studio, I don't care what you did.
But he wasn't making money for him.
Second, yeah, those pirate movies,
Yeah,
they were printing money with those.
They were, but then they had
got
to step away from him for a while. So like they dropped him from that. They dropped him from the
From
Fantastic
Pirates?
Beasts.
Yeah, but they really
he
had to
was
be.
never dropped from Pirates.
They really
Well,
had
no,
to be.
they were going to do another one, and then they shelved it because they couldn't make it with
Pretty
it.
sure Orlando Bloom said he didn't want to work with him either.
But also, Johnny Depp could have never predicted how Amber Heard would look on the stand. I mean,
Oh,
everybody's
like
laughing
a
about her
Muppet.
faces or whatever, but he couldn't have predicted. I
He
think
knew
it's-
what evidence he had.
I think it's as simple as, well, they both had a lot of evidence. That's why the whole thing's so confusing and seemingly pointless. I think he lost one case and he wanted to get back. He goes, I already got one loss under my belt.
Screw it.
I want to show not even screw it. I want to show everyone that they were wrong. And this American court, because he lost in the UK, this American court,
Merc Court.
they know what's up. So 3 o'clock, they're going to read that trial.
American
Verdict.
Court. American Court.
You heard that before? Hey, the Guardians are looking to sweep the Kansas City Royals, if you can believe it. They beat them last night 8-3 after a win on Monday, and they're playing an afternooner right now. It's bottom of the fourth. Guardians are up 2-0. And as today is the first day of June, you can use a brand new promo code at CLE Clothing Company for 20% off, and that code is
Bill.
Bill, Bill. Use it to your heart's content. CLEclothingco.com. They are always dropping new items for you in a variety of sizes and colors and blah, blah, blah. So keep that in mind when you're doing some Father's Day shopping. That's what you're starting to see now. All of the Plain Dealer, in fact, had to issue an apology or felt compelled to issue an apology because of a huge ad taken out by a local client, I guess. A big gun sale for Father's Day. What do you get the dad who has everything? More guns. And so I guess they said that the timing was bad. Of course, when is the timing ever good? Like, how long? I get it that it's optics, and they got so many complaints that whoever runs the Plain Dealer, the company, put out a thing and said, hey, we're really sorry. But they're going to be back in there. I mean, it's a business is a business.
I was going to say, what are they going to wait, a month till there's not a school shooting and then put out a
Yeah, if you got to wait that long, you're never going to put it back in there.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
Well, there's summer break.
Yeah, right? This week kicks off summer break for a lot of people. By the way, the Lake Erie Crushers sent their shortstop to the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Hey.
Congratulations.
He get called up to the big show.
Good job.
It's not unprecedented. A lot of those guys get called up.
How much do those junior...
Nothing.
Okay.
Isn't it like $100 a game
They
or
get
something
paid
like that?
nothing.
Yeah.
They're like pharmacists and firefighters and things like that. Jared Watkins is the shortstop for the Lake Erie Crushers. Crushers games are fun. They're out in our neck of the woods, so it doesn't really require a whole lot of travel. Usually over the 4th of July weekend, we'll take in a Crushers game, and it's a good time.
I'm thinking Lake County Captains.
No, that's on the east side.
I went to one of those last year for my boyfriend's dad's birthday. And when you're like, yeah, they're on our side, I was like, no. They're very far away from you.
You got an east side ball team?
Yes.
And you got a west side ball team. Lake Erie Crushers. Jared Watkins signed by the Arizona Diamondbacks. The 4th player for the Lake Erie Crushers to get signed this year by the Major League.
Wow, good.
Yeah.
For them.
They're not a minor league team like the way they're not a farm team. They're
Like
just a
Correct.
team.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, they're in another league,
Yeah.
but they're not like a feeder team.
Yeah,
or
like
anything.
the Toledo Mud Hens are the farm team for Detroit.
There you go. He played for Central Michigan University. He's from Peoria, Illinois. The Detroit Tigers signed a Crushers pitcher. The Phillies grabbed a guy, and the Diamondbacks grabbed another guy. So the Crushers are doing just fine right now. They're going to play the New Jersey Jackals.
Yeah, Jersey Jackal.
I like that, though. They're like, hey, we're at West Side. We're out here in wine country. Because it used to be something else. There used to be something else, I think. And I don't remember.
Stompers, and then that lady fell during the newscast.
Right. She was the old mascot for the Lake Erie Stompers. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
The Stompers.
I don't know what it was. But that sounds good. I go see the
Winery.
Stompers game.
They played at the winery.
They got some nice hats. I like their angry grape.
I can't breathe. Stop.
That poor woman. Yeah, they're in the Frontier League. That's what they are. And the Name the Team contest generated a variety of names from local people. The Walleyes, the Artichokes, the Red Tails, the Crushers. But they are kind of in what passes for wine country out there. And so they went with the Lake Erie Crushers. But I thought they were called something else, but maybe I'm way off on that. Anyway, congratulations. And it's fun, because these smaller leagues, they got nothing to lose. Sky's the limit. They're just trying to get people in the park, trying to get into, like any other organization. So they're out there, hey, let's get, they might have to obviously have the budget or whatever, but they got kids jumping around on stuff and, everything you want to see in a ball game. They're not the Savannah Bananas, but not everybody can be.
But maybe someday. Maybe someday they'll be
Gesundheit.
a wacky team like the Bananas.
Wacky team. Mm-hmm. I like stories. Now, again, I don't know how hot this woman is. She's dead. And as you know, my motto is there are so few attractive people in the world that it is worse when we lose an attractive person.
Yes.
A good-looking person's death it's not my opinion. It's just the energy of the universe. It hits the world harder. It's the law of supply and demand. But I do like stories when people they just can't pay attention, or they can't follow directions, or they think they're going to get one over on nature, and they will not. A woman from Grove City. I was thinking Yellow Springs out in Chappelle's neck of the woods. A woman from Grove City, Ohio, which is suburban Columbus, was at Yellowstone National Park. Young girl, 25. And she got gored by a bison and tossed about 12 feet in the air.
Gored.
And died.
That's not good.
Because she didn't read the sign.
She read the sign.
She ignored,
She ignored
the
the
sign.
sign. You know how many times I almost ignored the signs at the Grand Canyon? If my boyfriend wasn't there, I'd have been in some...
Of all places to ignore the sign.
But the views. They're like, hey, don't go past here. I was like, but that's where I want to take the picture from.
But you get... And I haven't been, so I'll defer to you.
Yes.
But at the Grand Canyon, you can just point yourself in any direction, and there's an unprecedented view
That is true.
of the majesty of this planet.
I agree with you, but I am...
Not good enough for you.
No.
Not good enough for Mary Santora.
I'm one of those people, I want to be out on the very tip edge of the rock with my feet dangling
That's
over.
how you live your life.
I love it. It's my favorite thing. My boyfriend has vertigo. He does not like it. He stayed on the trail behind. He's like,
He's
"Please,
smart.
Stay away from the signs.
Yeah, he
Yelling at me
also
like I'm
doesn't
a
wanna
kid."
die.
Yeah.
It's like these people who like, I got to get this picture. Even here, there was a guy who died, in the Metro Parks? He was hiking,
Yeah,
and he fell off a little thing. He's like, I got to get this shot.
So you want to...
These photos have just driven people bananas.
You want that photo of you sitting with your feet hanging over a cliff.
Yeah.
For what?
Not even the photo. I like that.
But for what?
Thrill
The
almost.
feeling?
It's like a adrenaline rush where you're like, you stand at the edge, you're like, damn, that's far, and you get this like, should I jump?
I'm so glad
And
I
then
don't
you
need that.
jump.
Oh, that death. That
Maybe
death
that's what
urge.
it is.
It's called the death urge.
Intrusive thoughts.
Where
yeah,
you
right?
just stand there and you're like, I could just jump, but then you don't jump. And you're like, I'm glad I didn't jump. And then you walk to the next peak. You're like, should I jump?
This
And then you
girl.
jump.
Yeah, I don't need to get that close.
If you've ever seen Bison, by the way, people think that they're like really, really slow. They're not all that slow. They're huge. There's about 5,000 bison in Yellowstone Park, and they have signs. Hey, 25 to 30 feet away. They're big. You'll see it on your camera. 25 yards. Sorry, not feet. 25 yards away. These are the biggest mammals in North America, right? They can go like 40 miles an hour. They can jump. And this is what happens when you either don't pay attention or you ignore nature.
But what if you're a pretty girl and you're on Instagram and you
My
want to
point
pet it?
exactly.
Then listen, you gotta live your life.
Then
I'm just saying.
Die. You die.
Yeah, but how many
She
likes
was
you gonna
visiting
get for dying?
visiting from Grove City, Ohio, and she got approached a female bison. She was within 10 feet, and it charged and it impaled her and tossed her 10 feet in the air.
Do female bison have horns?
They all have horns.
Apparently.
You can't get impaled by something that doesn't have horns.
That's why I was a little bit confused.
Didn't get impaled by her teats.
Right. Or a hoof. Or
Oh, thank God, those teats are so soft. You've never had such a
supple breast.
such a supple goring as oh my goodness
supple goring at the end.
at the Agora this
Yeah.
weekend. Oh,
Man, those things are sharp.
It's just yes, they're horns. It's just a delight.
not all horns are sharp. Not all horns are sharp.
Car horns aren't sharp.
Correct.
Right, but I mean the kind that would, by definition, gore you. That's a pretty intense word, and nobody's getting.
Now that's
Nobody's
sharp.
getting lovingly impaled, except maybe Poundcake on a Saturday night. Hey-o.
It's pride. You leave me alone.
Hey, happy gay month. Yay.
Hey, Pride Month!
Overly gay friendship wave over here.
Woo.
I saw the Guardians announced all their Pride Month festivities, and I can't help but think of the Guardians fans who go to the games during June and couldn't give a fat frog's ass about Pride Month, and they just got to sit there gritting their teeth, and, I assume you'll get over yourself.
Hold on.
I got pride for the tribe. What happened to the
I
tribe?
was gonna say, you mean the same old men
I don't know. They're not, hey,
about a name change?
listen, that's the stereotype we like to throw at people, but it ain't all old men. That's the problem.
I got my pride flag right here, and it has Chief Wahoo on it.
Yeah, so happy Pride Month, Poundcake.
Thank
Are you doing extra things for Pride Radio?
I mean, I will.
Yeah. They still have you doing stuff for that?
Yep. It's my favorite month of the year.
Right. Hey, guys, let me tell you, we're all this weekend at the Sweatbox. You're going to see me in the corner yelling at my friend for dragging me out there.
Nah, this week they get a pass.
So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what this woman looked like from Grove City who was gored by the bison at Yellowstone. It said 2 other people were also very close to the animal when it gored the woman. They ran away. But the park tells you, if you ever go to these places, hey, these are huge, massive animals. And you think because you've been watching cartoons your whole life that they're just lumbering around, not doing anything. Because people forget, and I was kind of reminded of this when we were at the Lincoln Park Zoo over the weekend, and even the aquarium to a lesser extent, is that we forget that we are the apex predator. We forget we have no natural predators. Everything else in nature is on high alert so it doesn't get eaten. It's trying to eat. It's also worried about being eaten. Mm-hmm. And so we forget about that. So we just think there's some animals lumbering around. And, they might be, but that's because they're trying to lure you in. You got to wonder, too, if animals
so bison
can gore you.
Gore you and eat you?
That's their whole point. That's their whole point in life.
Well, I saw a video of a bear getting chased by a moose.
I saw that today, too, on TikTok. Yeah.
And the bear is not messing around with that moose because that moose will kick the hell out of that bear. It was
like twice as big, the moose was. It was
moose are huge.
The grizzly bear was trying to eat the baby moose, and the mama moose went after it.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm not doing this.
It's crazy. And then the bear ran its head into the window.
And then you see so many videos of bears looking so cute, and you have to remind yourself, this is just a big murder tank.
Yeah.
Like, that's just it's a furry murder tank. But it's so cute.
They make too many damn cartoons about bears, and everyone thinks that they're so friendly.
But it's not even the cartoons about the bears. It's like you'll see videos of bears in nature, and they're just being silly.
Yeah, they're playing
and cute, and they're playing and like rolling around. But then, when they need to turn it on, they can turn it on.
Have you ever seen a bear outside of a zoo?
I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think I have.
I'm not falling for your pride stuff.
Oh God.
By the way, I'm confused now because there's this story also says that the woman was not killed.
So was she killed or not?
I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't
killed.
know. Of course, but the story I read was that she was killed, that she succumbed to her injuries, which is another great phrase. I was fighting my injuries for a long time, but I figured, what's the use?
I should just succumb.
I'm gonna succumb to them, right? Why not?
Succumb, my lady.
No, when we were, there is a show on Apple TV, I think. There's that Prehistoric Planet, which is pretty cool, but then there's one, maybe it's on Netflix. It's called, like, Wild Babies or something.
I saw that.
Yeah, and of course, this is right up my daughter's alley.
Oh, yeah.
Baby animals, but, like, in the wild, as the name implies. So they're being born and all this stuff. And I'm like, nature is unforgiving.
It's crazy.
Like, a baby plops out, and then you're like, good luck. I mean, obviously, the mom shows it some maternal affection or whatever, but it's like, it's not holding its hand as it's, like, crossing a raging river and stuff.
No. Baby pops out, and then an eagle comes down and grabs it, and you're like, well, that sucks. I guess I'll make another one.
Right. Or sometimes there'll be a monkey in a tree, and a shark will jump out, and it'll eat it. That's part of the circle of life, too. Just a monkey reaching for some bananas, and a shark will jump out. So, maybe the woman isn't dead. Maybe she'll be recuperating back in Grove City.
So it's a happy story.
I hope.
Right.
Listen, I don't want anybody to die. I'm just saying that if they're attractive, that's a bigger loss. Supply and demand.
Also,
so this is a little bit, just stay back. Who are you? Who are you to thumb your nose in the face of nature? So it got us in trouble in the first place. I got a break. If you want to text for anything, 35192, AlanCoxShow.com. You can watch live there. We'll have the Poundcake sports break a little bit later on. The great Tony Danza will join me after 4 o'clock as well. And you can listen anywhere you are on the iHeartRadio app.
The Alan Cox